Hello guys, today I'm going to show you how to execute, run and debug a C program in this Visual Studio Desktop Express 2013. In order to debug, the first thing you have to do is that we have to create a project. If we don't create a project, we cannot debug the code. Not only in Visual Studio but also in any IDE, we cannot debug until and unless we create a project. So the first thing we have to do is we have to create a project. In order to create a project, we have to go to start, new project, and then under templates, under Visual C++, under Windows 32, click Windows Console Application C++, and you can give whatever name you want to do, and I'm okay with Console Application 1. So I'm gonna press OK, and this is the most important step. Press next, and now untick this precompiled header or else you'll not be able to run the C code. Now click on finish and wait for it to create the project. So here as we can see, this is a C++ project and we have to write a C program or a C code. In order to do that, go to Solution Explorer, Source Files, right click, add new item, or you can directly press Ctrl plus Shift plus A. So now here change the extension from CPP to C. This is very important. Now as you change it to C, so now I've copy pasted a code, a small simple code. Now look, when I'm running it, when I run the C program, it shows me some errors. And the most common error is that scanf. We cannot use scanf. So in order to overcome this error, what you have to do is that at the first line, at the beginning of the program, we have to type hash define underscore crt underscore secure underscore no underscore warnings. So we can now it actually removes that error. Now enter the row size. Now I've taken two upper triangular matrices and one upper triangle and a lower triangle matrices. When clubbed together, it forms a 2D matrix. So as we can see that as soon as I press enter, the output has been generated and also it's gone. And the reason for this is that we have uh, it only waits for a fraction of a second. So in order to overcome this, we type system open braces and type pause. What it actually does is it asks the operating system to wait until any key is entered. So until then we can view the output. Now let's look at this. Now see, we can see the output, and until we press any key the output will not be vanished. So these are two major problems in using Visual Studio. The first sorry, the first one is that we use hash define crt secure no warnings for using scanf statements, and then we use system pause for the output to be. Instead of system pause, you can even use get char. You can There are many ways, but I prefer system pause since I don't know, I feel it as a best solution, a better solution in fact. So in order to debug, you have to create some breakpoints. So how to create a breakpoint? You go to some code, for example this one. You right click on the statement where you want to create a breakpoint. On breakpoint, click insert breakpoint. Now what does breakpoint actually do? It actually stops the flow of the program at that particular point, and from there on it lets us view all the values of the variables, what all is happening, what all is not happening, where is the error. It helps us to get a better view of where the error is generating. So now let's see how to debug this. When we click local Windows debugger, it asks the size. So as I kept the breakpoint after all the scanf statements, so as we can see here, we can see all the local variables that are used in this program and their assign values. As we can see that these are all the garbage values, so which clearly indicates that they are not assigned to it. They are not yet assigned. So there are three options for debugging. One is step into, one is step over, and the other is step out. What does step in do is that it goes with the flow of the program, whereas step out is exactly opposite to step in. Step over is exactly opposite to step in, and step out is that it comes out of that for loop or function or whatever it is. So now let's see what happens. Now I stepped in, so somewhere down below I value has been a garbage value. Now it's been initialized to 0. Now the flag value has been initialized to 0. In a similar manner, the j value has been initialized to 0. Now, since our first element, since I is 0 and j is 0, and b of 0, 0 is not 0, since it is 6, it doesn't enter the if block. It comes back. It goes back to for block. So it actually goes with the flow of the program. It exactly shows us how the flow of the program is going. Now, step over function, what it does exactly opposite of step into function. It doesn't go through the loop so over and over again. And what does step out function do is that it comes out of that function. It goes to the next for loop and simply prints the output for you. So this is what step out, step in and step over functions do. And apart from these, there are many other valuable tools that we use in debugging. The most important one is that there's something called as watch. What does it do? As we just let me show you. Let me show you what happens. Let me type some zero value. So see, if your array is dynamically allocated, then this local variable, it only shows you the first element of that array, that is a of 0 or a of 0 0. If it is statically allocated, it shows you every value of it. So in order to watch the variable, watch the value of that of the array, there's something called as watch. It's not only for the arrays, you can watch the value of any variable. For example, in the above code, I want to watch the value of this row array. So in debugging mode, it also, when you point out to a variable, it shows its value. As it's still undeclared, it's holding some garbage value. Now what we do, we right click on the row array or any other variable which you want to watch it throughout, and we click on add watch. What it does, it adds that variable to the watch command. Now look what happens. Now let me step into and into. Since the value is not 0, it doesn't enter that for loop and it remains uninitiated, and even and we get the desired output also. So now let's do it for one more time. I'll show you how to exactly use watch value. This time it's pretty much simpler. So now again we are back over here. I want to add this to watch. It's already added. See here it's garbage. It's holding a garbage collection. Now I'm stepping into it. Now as you can see, it still holds the garbage value. And once it gets assigned to I, its value suddenly becomes 0. And since I've only kept one 0 element in the lower triangular array, actually it gets only assigned to 0. But this way you can watch the value of the array of each and every element when you allocate it dynamically. So thank you guys for watching this video. Hope you liked it, and also it was useful to you guys to your coding in Visual Studio. Thank you for watching once again.